The massive screen in Earth's Deep Space Monitoring Station lit up with unusual patterns. It was 3 a.m. Earth Standard Time, and Commander Thomas Reed had been staring at the displays for hours. His eyes were tired, but he couldn't look away from what he was seeing. "Sir, we're picking up more transmissions," said Jack, one of the younger operators. His fingers moved quickly across the holographic keyboard. They're not even trying to hide their communications anymore. Commander Reed walked closer to the main display, his coffee cup forgotten in his hand. The alien signals were becoming clearer with each passing minute. After 20 years of secretly monitoring alien communications, he had never seen anything like this. "Put it through the translator," he ordered, his voice steady despite the tension in the room. The AI translation system, reverse-engineered from captured alien technology, began processing the signals immediately. The first translation appeared on his private screen. The Earth system remains primitive. Their technology level suggests easy conquest. A second message followed. Their defenses appear minimal. No quantum shields detected. No faster-than-light capabilities observed. Reed allowed himself a small smile. The aliens had fallen for humanity's greatest deception: the appearance of weakness. For the past 2 decades, Earth had maintained a careful facade of being a developing civilization, all while secretly building the most advanced defensive network in this part of the galaxy. "Contact the Defense Council," Reed commanded. "Priority level Alpha." Within minutes, the secure chamber beneath the monitoring station came to life. Holographic projections showed the faces of Earth's military leaders, generals, admirals, and commanders from every major nation. They had trained for this moment for years. "Ladies and gentlemen," Reed began, his voice echoing in the chamber, "the deception plan has worked. Multiple alien civilizations are discussing Earth as a potential target for colonization. They believe we are defenseless." Admiral Emma Stone, commander of Earth's Hidden Fleet, spoke first. "How many species are involved in these communications?" "We've identified signals from at least 7 different civilizations," Reed replied, bringing up the data. "They're planning to send scout ships within the next few days." "Perfect timing," said General Marcus Davis, his dark face illuminated by the holographic light. "The quantum shield network is fully operational. The automated defense platforms are in position. Should we activate the Dark Light Protocol?" Reed nodded. Dark Light was humanity's master plan, the careful revelation of their true power, designed to establish Earth as a force to be reckoned with in one decisive moment. "What about the civilian population?" asked Director Anna White of Global Communications. "The sight of our defensive systems becoming visible might cause panic." "We've been preparing the public through entertainment and media for years," Reed reminded them. "They're more ready than you think. Besides, it's better they learn about it from us than during an alien attack." The council members nodded in agreement. Years of careful planning had led to this moment. Humanity had learned from the aliens' own communications about their technologies, their strategies, and their weaknesses. Every probe they had sent to study Earth had been captured and analyzed. Every piece of technology had been reverse-engineered and improved upon. "Initialize the Dark Light Protocol," Reed commanded. "Begin Phase 1 of planetary defense revelation." Across the Earth, hidden installations began to power up. Massive structures emerged from the oceans, quantum shields shimmed into visibility in the atmosphere, and defense platforms decloaked in orbit. In secret bunkers and hidden bases, soldiers and crews who had trained for years moved to their stations. In the monitoring station, Reed watched as the alien communications suddenly shifted from confidence to confusion. Energy signatures detected from Earth unknown technology activating across their system. This is impossible. Their development was minimal just days ago. Reed picked up his communication device and sent a message to all stations. "This is Commander Reed. After 20 years of preparation, Operation Darklight is now active. Remember your training. Remember why we waited. Today, humanity shows the galaxy that patience and preparation are our greatest weapons. The first alien scout ships would arrive soon, expecting to find an easy target. Instead, they would encounter a civilization that had spent decades preparing for this very moment. Earth was ready, and the galaxy was about to learn why underestimating humanity was their biggest mistake. 20 years earlier, the alien probe crashed in the Siberian wilderness on a cold winter night. Admiral Kate Wilson stood in the snow, watching as her team carefully approached the smoking wreckage. This wasn't the first alien device they had captured, but it was the most intact. "Status report," she said into her radio, her breath visible in the freezing air. "It's perfect, Admiral," replied Dr. James Cooper, the lead scientist. "The guidance system is completely intact, and there's something else. This probe has a complete database of alien communication protocols." Wilson smiled. This was exactly what they needed. For months, they had detected increased alien activity at the edges of the solar system. Now they had the key to understanding what their visitors were saying. "Get it to Base 7, she ordered. "Complete communications blackout. As far as the world knows, this was just another meteor." The secret facility, known as Base 7, lay deep beneath the Rocky Mountains. It was here that humanity had begun building its hidden strength. Scientists from every nation worked together, setting aside old rivalries in the face of a greater challenge. Dr. Cooper worked quickly, connecting the alien device to their systems. "Look at this, Admiral," he said, pointing to the streams of data flowing across his screen. "They've been watching us for decades, studying our responses to their probes. They think we're barely managing to detect them." Wilson leaned closer. "Can we use their own systems to listen to them?" "Better than that," Cooper grinned. "We can tap into their entire communication network. They're so confident in their superiority that their security is minimal." Over the next few months, Wilson oversaw the creation of Earth's greatest deception. They learned that the aliens categorized civilizations by their visible technology levels. Earth was classified as Level 2, barely capable of space travel. Meanwhile, the hidden facilities around the planet were developing Level 8 technology. "The key is to stay quiet," Wilson explained to the Global Defense Council. "Every probe they send is an opportunity. We capture it, learn from it, and send back false data showing exactly what they expect to see: a struggling young civilization." The council chamber displayed a holographic map of Earth's secret defense network. Hidden shipyards on the dark side of the moon built vessels with technology the aliens thought impossible for humans. Underwater bases developed weapons that could pierce any known alien shield. Every piece of technology was reverse-engineered and improved upon. "But the public?" asked one of the council members. "They deserve to know." Wilson shook her head. "The aliens monitor our broadcasts, our internet, everything. The public's genuine belief in our limitations is our greatest shield. Let them make movies about alien invasions. Let them debate if aliens exist. That ignorance protects them, and us." Years passed. Each alien probe brought new technology, new information. Wilson's team captured and studied them all, sending back only carefully crafted data showing Earth's false progress. In a hidden facility under the Pacific Ocean, Wilson watched as engineers tested the first quantum shield generator. The technology had been copied from 3 different alien designs and enhanced by human innovation. Similar facilities around the world were creating weapons, ships, and defenses that would shock any alien observer if they could see them. "Admiral." A young officer approached her with a tablet. "The latest numbers. We now have more ships hidden in our lunar bases than most alien fleets. Our quantum shields are 40% more efficient than their original designs, and our AI systems have cracked their latest encryption." Wilson nodded, remembering that cold night in Siberia. "Keep everything hidden," she ordered. "Keep building. Keep improving. The day will come when they decide to test us, thinking we're weak. That's when we'll show them how dangerous it is to underestimate humanity." The officer saluted and left. In her office, Wilson opened a secure terminal and typed her daily log. Earth Defense Initiative, Day 7305. Status: hidden. Strength: growing. The galaxy thinks we are sheep. Let them think that. For when they come as wolves, they'll find we are dragons, waiting in the dark. The alien scout fleet appeared at the edge of the solar system, exactly where Earth's Defense Command expected them. 5 ships, their designs matching patterns from 7 different alien civilizations. They moved with complete confidence, not bothering to hide their approach. In the Global Defense Command Center, Commander Reed watched their progress on the main display. Admiral Wilson stood beside him, her face showing the same calm she had maintained for 20 years. "They're following the exact path we predicted," Reed said, pointing to the tactical display. "Heading straight for the gap we left in our sensor network." Wilson smiled. "A gap that doesn't really exist. Are all systems ready?" "Yes, Admiral. Every defense platform is powered up but still hidden. The quantum shields are ready to activate. The fleet is in position." Reed checked his terminal. "They'll reach the Jupiter checkpoint in 5 minutes." Around the world, millions of civilians watched their phones and screens in amazement as government channels began broadcasting the truth. The carefully planned revelation was already underway, preparing humanity for what was about to happen. The alien fleet passed Jupiter's orbit. Their communications were clear and unencrypted. They didn't see any reason to hide their intentions. "Such primitive defenses," one alien commander said to another. "They haven't even detected us yet." Reed pressed a button on his console. "Actually, we detected you 3 weeks ago." The alien communications went silent for a moment, then exploded with activity. "Who is this? How are you accessing this channel?" Reed's voice was calm. "This is Earth Defense Command. We've been monitoring your communications for 20 years. The technology you're using, we improved it a decade ago." Suddenly, the space around the alien fleet lit up. Hidden defense platforms decloaked, surrounding the ships in a perfect sphere formation. Behind them, the massive form of Earth's flagship, the EDS Vigilant, appeared from behind Jupiter's largest moon. "Impossible," an alien voice shouted. Their technological level was verified. Wilson stepped forward. "The technological level you saw was exactly what we wanted you to see. We've had 20 years to prepare, to learn, to build. Every probe you sent taught us more. Every scan you made showed you exactly what we wanted you to see." The alien ships tried to turn around, their engines flaring, but they were already caught in the containment field. Another piece of technology Earth had stolen and improved. "We are sending you a message," Reed announced. "Not just to your ships, but to every civilization that thought Earth would be an easy target. The message is being broadcast on all frequencies, in all known alien languages." On the main screen, Earth's message began to play. It showed the truth: decades of preparation, hidden bases, advanced technology. It showed the ships Earth had built, the weapons they had created, the defenses they had constructed. Most importantly, it showed how they had done it all in secret, waiting for this moment. "You can try to attack us," Wilson's voice carried across space. "But know this: what you see now is only the beginning. We've had 20 years to prepare for this day. 20 years to build, to learn, to grow stronger. And we've hidden most of our capabilities, just like we hid everything else." The alien fleet hung motionless in space, caught in Earth's trap. Their scanners were finally showing the truth. The massive network of defenses, the fleet of advanced ships, the technology that matched or exceeded their own. "You have 2 choices," Reed continued. "Return to your worlds and spread the word. Earth is not weak. We are not primitive. We were patient, and we used that patience to become strong. Or you can try to fight and learn firsthand just how much we've been holding back." The alien ships powered down their weapons. In the command center, Cheers erupted as the first response came in. We understand." The alien commander's voice was shaken. "The message will be delivered. Earth is not to be underestimated." Reed looked at Wilson, both sharing a moment of quiet pride. Humanity's greatest deception was over. Now the galaxy would know the truth. The species they thought was weak had become one of the strongest, right under their noses. The age of hiding was over. The age of humanity's emergence had begun. In the days following Earth's revelation, the galaxy erupted into chaos. The Deep Space Monitoring Station worked overtime as alien communications flooded every channel. Commander Reed and Admiral Wilson sat in the main control room, watching as reactions poured in from across the stars. The Green Council accepts Earth's status as a Level 8 civilization. Read one message from a peaceful species. We request immediate diplomatic relations. Lies. Deception. Humans cannot be trusted, came another from a more aggressive race. They have hidden their true nature. Reed turned to Wilson. Exactly the mix of responses we expected. Fear, respect, and denial. All at once. The main screen showed a map of known alien civilizations. Different colors marked their reactions. Green for those seeking friendship, yellow for those staying neutral, and red for those showing hostility. The map was a rainbow of uncertainty. "Sir," called out Jack from his monitoring station, "the Star Empire is demanding proof. They say our demonstration could have been faked." Wilson laughed quietly. "They still don't understand. Show them Defense Platform 7. On command, one of Earth's hidden platforms near Mars decloaked. Its size alone was impressive, nearly as large as a small moon. But it was the technology that made alien observers gasp. Quantum shields that their sensors couldn't penetrate. Weapons they had never seen before. And most importantly, the platform's manufacturing dates stamped clearly on its hull, 15 years ago. "That's impossible," came the Star Empire's response. 15 years ago, they barely had space stations. "That's the point," Reed broadcast back. "While you watched our public space program struggle with simple satellites, we built this. While you laughed at our primitive rockets, we were studying your technology. Every probe you sent became our teacher." In another part of the galaxy, the peaceful trading world sent an interesting message. "We understand now. Humans are not just strong, they are wise. They chose to appear weak while growing strong. We wish to learn from them." But not everyone was so accepting. The war clans of the outer systems were especially angry. Their message was simple. "You cannot hide forever. We will test this strength you claim to have." In the command center, Reed and Wilson prepared for trouble. They had known some species would react with violence. It was part of the plan. "Multiple ships approaching from the outer system," reported Jack. "War clan vessels, 5 heavy cruisers." "Just 5. Wilson raised an eyebrow. "They're still underestimating us. Show them Defense Grid Beta." Across the solar system, a new set of platforms revealed themselves. Hundreds of them, forming a perfect web of defensive positions. The war clan ships suddenly found themselves surrounded. "This is your only warning," Reed broadcast. "Our patience extends to peaceful visitors, but we will defend ourselves." The war clan ships quickly retreated. Their next message was more respectful. "We acknowledge Earth's strength. We will inform our leaders." Hour by hour, more alien civilizations sent messages. Some offered trade deals. Others requested technological exchanges. A few even asked for protection, seeing Earth as a new power that could help defend them. "Sir," Jack called out again, "the Galactic Council is convening an emergency session. They're discussing Earth's new status." Reed nodded. This was the big moment. Recognition from the galaxy's highest authority. The Council had always treated Earth as a primitive backwater. Now they had no choice but to acknowledge humanity's true power. The Council's message was brief but clear. Earth's deception, while concerning, shows remarkable strategic thinking. Their technological achievements cannot be denied. We hereby recognize Earth as a major galactic power, with all rights and responsibilities thereof. Wilson looked at the message with satisfaction. 20 years of hiding, of learning, of preparing, all worth it for this moment. And now, asked Reed. Now we show them that humanity can be a friend as well as a defender. But first, Wilson smiled, we make sure they understand one thing. We're still not showing them everything we can do. The galaxy was learning an important lesson. Sometimes the quietest species are the most dangerous, and humanity had only begun to reveal its true strength. The warning came at midnight. The war clans had formed a coalition with 3 other aggressive species, and they wanted to test Earth's capabilities. Their fleet numbered over 200 ships. In the Global Defense Command Center, Commander Reed watched the enemy fleet's approach on the main screen. Admiral Wilson stood beside him, her face showing no concern despite the threat. They still think we're bluffing, Reed said, studying the tactical display. They believe our earlier demonstrations were tricks. Wilson nodded. Then let's show them why that's a mistake. But remember, we show strength, not cruelty. Activate Defense Plan Delta. Across the solar system, Earth's hidden defenses came to life. The quantum shield network sparkled into visibility, creating a beautiful but impenetrable web around the planet. Hidden bases on Mars and Jupiter's moons revealed massive weapon platforms that had been waiting for this moment. Enemy fleet approaching Jupiter's orbit, reported Jack from his station. They're in attack formation. Reed opened a channel to all Earth forces. Remember your training. No killing shots unless absolutely necessary. We're here to teach, not destroy. The alien fleet struck first, firing a massive barrage of energy weapons. Their shots hit Earth's quantum shields and disappeared completely. The aliens had never seen shields that could absorb energy instead of just blocking it. Return fire, Wilson commanded. Warning shots only. Earth's defense platforms fired in perfect sync. Hundreds of precision shots passed just in front of the alien ships, showing exactly where they could have hit if they wanted to. The alien fleet scattered, their formation breaking apart in confusion. Impossible, came a transmission from the alien commander. Your weapons, they're more advanced than anything we have. We tried to warn you. Reed responded calmly. For 20 years, we studied every piece of technology we could find. We improved it, perfected it. What you're seeing isn't just copy technology. It's humanity's versions, made better. The alien fleet regrouped and tried a different approach. They split into smaller groups, attempting to find weak points in Earth's defenses. Instead, they found more surprises. Hidden Earth ships appeared from behind asteroids and moons, using technology that made them completely invisible until the last second. The alien ships found themselves surrounded time after time, only to have the Earth vessels let them escape. Sir, Jack called out, they're preparing their secret weapon, some kind of super cannon. Wilson actually smiled. Perfect. Let them fire it. Defense Point 7 is ready. The alien superweapon fired, sending a massive energy beam toward Earth. It was powerful enough to crack a planet's crust, or it would have been if it had hit. Instead, Defense Point 7 activated, creating a quantum mirror that caught the beam and sent it harmlessly into space. That's enough. Reed broadcast to the alien fleet. We've shown you less than 10% of our real capabilities. The next demonstration won't be so gentle. The alien fleet hung in space, their most powerful weapon useless. Finally, their commander spoke again, his voice heavy with realization. We understand now. You could have destroyed us at any time. Instead, you chose to teach us a lesson. The lesson is simple, Wilson replied. Humanity spent 20 years learning, preparing, and improving while appearing weak. We chose peace first, but we made sure we could defend ourselves if needed. Remember that. One by one, the alien ships turned around. Their retreat was orderly but quick. In their wake, they left a message that would spread across the galaxy. Earth is not to be challenged. Their patience hides their power. Their mercy shows their strength. In the command center, Reed looked at the tactical display showing the retreating fleet. Think they learned their lesson. Wilson watched as the last alien ship disappeared into deep space. They learned that humanity is stronger than they imagined. But more importantly, they learned that we're smarter than they expected. Sometimes the best victory is the one where you don't have to destroy your enemy. You just have to make them think differently. The test was over. Earth had passed with flying colors, and the galaxy had learned an important truth. Underestimating humanity was a mistake no one should make twice. The Grand Hall of the Galactic Council sparkled with the light of 1,000 stars. For the first time in history, human representatives stood on its gleaming floor. Commander Reed and Admiral Wilson led the Earth delegation, their simple blue uniforms standing out among the elaborate alien clothing. The Council recognizes Earth as a major power, announced the High Speaker, his voice echoing through the vast chamber. Their admission can no longer be denied after recent events. Wilson stepped forward, her voice clear and strong. Earth accepts this recognition. But first, we have something to show you. The holographic display in the center of the hall came to life. It showed a map of known space, but with new markers appearing everywhere. Hidden human bases, observation posts, and research stations that had been operating in secret for years. Gasps filled the chamber. Earth hadn't just been hiding its strength at home. It had spread throughout nearby star systems, watching and learning. Impossible, shouted one alien representative. We would have detected these. Reed smiled. Just like you detected our fleet, our defense platforms, our quantum shields. We've been practicing stealth and deception for 20 years. These bases have been active for over a decade. The trading world's representative spoke next, his tone respectful. This explains much. Every time we thought we found human weakness, we were actually seeing what you wanted us to see. Exactly, Wilson confirmed. While everyone watched Earth, thinking we were struggling with basic spaceflight, we were studying you all. Learning. Growing stronger. Building a network that spans dozens of star systems. The council chamber buzzed with conversation. Some species were angry at being deceived. Others were impressed by humanity's patience and strategy. But all of them understood one thing. Earth was now a power they had to respect. We have reviewed the recent battle data. The military observer announced. Earth's forces could have destroyed the entire attack fleet. Instead, they showed remarkable restraint. Reed nodded. We don't want war. We never did. That's why we waited, prepared, and made sure that when we finally revealed ourselves, we would be strong enough that no one would dare start a war with us. The High Speaker raised his hand for silence. The Council has another question. Your technology. It's not just copied from what you learned. You've improved upon it. How? Human creativity, Wilson explained. We didn't just study alien technology. We asked questions no one else thought to ask. Why does this work this way? Could it work better? What if we combine different approaches? Every piece of technology we have is the result of human innovation building upon what we learned from others. A small alien, representing one of the peaceful research societies, moved forward. Will you share this knowledge? Some of it, Reed replied. With peaceful species who prove themselves trustworthy. But not all of it. Some secrets we'll keep, just like we kept our strength secret until now. The council session continued for hours. Trade agreements were proposed. Defense pacts were discussed. Earth's new status led to a reshaping of galactic politics. But through it all, Reed and Wilson maintained the same quiet confidence that had guided Earth's secret preparations for 20 years. As the session ended, the High Speaker made one final announcement. Let it be known across the galaxy. Earth is not just a major power. They are a lesson to us all. While we looked down on them as primitive, they were surpassing us. While we thought them weak, they were becoming strong. And most importantly, When they had the power to destroy their doubters, they chose wisdom over vengeance. Later, in their private chamber, Reed turned to Wilson. 20 years of hiding, and now this. Did you ever think you'd see this day? Wilson smiled, looking out at the star-filled space through their window. I knew we'd succeed. Humanity's greatest strength isn't our technology or our weapons. It's our patience, our creativity, and our ability to learn from everyone around us, even those who underestimate us. Earth had emerged from the shadows, not as a threat, but as a power that had earned its place among the stars through wisdom as much as strength. 1 year after Earth's revelation to the galaxy, the planet had changed in ways few could have imagined. Massive space elevators reached into the sky, their quantum-reinforced structures gleaming in the sunlight. Ships from a dozen alien species docked at Earth's orbital stations, trading goods and sharing knowledge with their new human allies. Commander Reed stood at the window of his office in the Global Defense Command Center, watching a group of alien diplomats tour the now visible defense platforms. Quite a change from hiding everything, isn't it? Admiral Wilson said as she entered the room. She hadn't aged much in the 20 years she'd spent building Earth's hidden strength, but her eyes held the wisdom of someone who had changed the course of human history. Sometimes I miss the secrecy, Reed admitted. But this is better. The galaxy finally sees us for what we are. The main screen lit up with a status report. Earth's influence had spread rapidly across known space. The trading networks they'd built in secret were now open and thriving. The hidden observation posts had become official embassies and research stations. Humanity's reputation had grown from primitive species to respected power in just 1 year. The war clans are asking for defensive technology, Wilson reported, checking her tablet. They want to learn how we improve their own weapons. Reed laughed. The same war clans who tried to test us a year ago. Times really have changed. We're teaching them patience, Wilson said, just like we learned patience ourselves. Some of their young warriors are even training with our fleet now. Outside, a massive ship appeared from Quantum Jump. It was the newest vessel in Earth's fleet, the EDS Unity. Unlike the hidden ships of the past, this one showcased humanity's achievement openly. Its quantum shield sparkled with a beautiful blue light, and its hull bore marks of both human and alien technology working together. Latest report from our deep space networks, Reed said, pulling up another screen. 3 more civilizations have adopted our defensive doctrine. They're learning that appearing weak while growing strong isn't just humanity's trick. It's a valid strategy for any species. Wilson nodded. And the best part? Everyone knows we're still not showing everything. They've learned to respect not just our strength, but our ability to keep secrets. The door chimed, and Jack entered, no longer a junior operator, but now head of the Combined Species Communication Division. Sir, Admiral, the first group of alien students has arrived at the Earth Defense Academy. They're ready for their orientation. Reed and Wilson walked with Jack to the Academy's main hall. Young beings from 20 different species stood in neat rows, all wearing the simple blue uniform of Earth's defense forces. They represented a new era, one where humanity taught others the patience and wisdom they had learned. Welcome to Earth, Reed addressed them. You're here because your worlds want to learn how we did it, how we kept our strength hidden while growing stronger. But what you'll really learn is something more important. Wilson stepped forward. You'll learn that true strength isn't about having the biggest ships or the most powerful weapons. It's about knowing when to show your power and when to hide it. It's about being smart enough to learn from everyone around you, even those who think they're superior. The alien students listened intently. Some took notes. Others simply stared in awe at the humans who had changed the galaxy's balance of power without firing a shot in anger. Earth is now known as one of the strongest powers in the galaxy, Reed continued, but we're most proud of being known as one of the wisest. Remember that as you study here. Later that evening, Reed and Wilson stood on the observation deck, watching Earth's defense fleet perform exercises with ships from former enemy species. Think we'll ever need to hide our strength again? Reed asked. Wilson smiled, watching as human and alien ships moved in perfect formation. No, but we'll keep some secrets, just like we always have. After all, she turned to look at Earth's newest hidden projects displayed on her secure tablet. The galaxy should remember that humanity's greatest strength isn't what we show them. It's what we're still keeping hidden. Reed finished, smiling as the fleet disappeared into quantum space, ready to protect the peace their patience had built.